Hey everybody, it's Ashton here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I do videos on sketchnoting, graphic recording, and a little bit of like behind the scenes of my business, Mind's Eye Creative. Now today I'm going to walk through two terms that I like to talk about and just define them for you. What they mean is visual language and what is visual vocabulary. So let's just jump right into it. So when I say what is visual language, if you just take away the visual part, if you think about just a language, if you think about learning any sort of language, most of them are spoken, though there are other languages like ASL, American Sign Language, that aren't spoken, but language is about communicating. So if you think about visual language, we're communicating through the use of visuals. Okay, so we'll just put a pin on that one for a second. So now we talk about visual vocabulary. When you think about vocabulary, those are the words that we are trying to convey. So those are individual, individual words. So if you think about visual language and visual vocabulary together, we're learning words to communicate through a language, and we're doing that in a visual way. So we're learning visual words or visual representations of words to communicate. So when you're graphic recording or sketchnoting or visual note taking and all those good things, we have to build up our visual vocabulary so that we can communicate through the visual language. So that's a lot of times one of the first things I really try to really encourage people to do is to build their visual vocabulary so that when they hear a word, they quickly translate it like they would any other language into a picture that this is the tricky part, that they already know how to draw. So if you think about learning a language, when you translate it, you need to know what that word is that you're translating it into, or you're just going to be stuck. So when you're learning visual vocabulary and you're trying to beef up your vocabulary with visuals, the most important thing is to make sure that you know a drawing or some sort of visual representation of that word or of that phrase or idea, and you have the confidence that you already know how to draw it. So when you go to put pen to paper, you don't hesitate. You go, I know how to draw this, da 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 da. So it's really important to build up those visual icons, that visual vocabulary about how you're going to communicate that information when it does come to you. So I hope that's helpful. I would love to know if you have any specific questions about visual language and visual vocabulary. So a little update on my book. I'm writing a book on a beginner's guide to sketchnoting, which is a visual note-taking book for people who believe that they can't draw. And one of the things that I'm going to be walking through there is visual vocabulary with some like top 20 common icons that you can draw that can represent multiple things to really build your confidence. So if you want to be a beta reader for the book, I'm accepting people now and for the next little while. So if you're interested in that, and if you're watching this video well into the future, hopefully the book is available for purchase, hopefully. Lovely to have you here. Feel free to click the bell if you want to be notified on more videos like this, as well as feel free if you would like to subscribe. I would love to have you. All right, I hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll see you on the next video.